the season finale of the 2016 Audi R8 LMS Cup with rounds 11 and 12 from here at the Shanghai International Circuit. 5 drivers are still in with a chance of the title, and the top 3 drivers, Alessio Picariello, Alex Yoong, and Rahul Fry, grouped together at the top of the standings. Coming up in the program, we'll take a look back at some of the best action from the year so far, as well as some of the more light-hearted moments. And of course, we'll bring you extended coverage from both races here as our season comes to a conclusion, with highlights from the award ceremony afterwards, featuring some of the very special guests. But first, let's take a look at who is still in the hunt for the title.
Two exciting races at the Cup's penultimate stop of the season in Taiwan have left a trio of drivers separated by just 14 points at the top of the standings. After recording his 5th second-place finish of the season in round 9, Belgium's Alessio Picariello recorded his first Cup victory in round 10, which took him back to the top of the championship table with 151 points. But he'll be carrying an additional 50 kilos of success ballast for the first race in Shanghai, and no driver has yet won while carrying the maximum load. Just 3 points behind lies reigning champion Alex Yoong, who knows all about close finishes, having clinched his first title 2 years ago after a tense battle with Andre Couto in Abu Dhabi, and then retaining his crown last year by edging Frankie Chung by just a single point. The Malaysian arrived in Taiwan with an 11-point lead and claimed pole for round 9, but saw that gap evaporate, losing 2 places early on and slipping to 4th after a clash with Martin Rump left his car damaged. Yoong then rescued a difficult weekend with a podium finish in round 10. But Swiss GT star Rahul Fry was the standout performer in Taiwan, winning round 9 by a large margin. She then put in a masterclass in how to drive with the additional 50 kilograms, holding on to second place with relative ease to give her 137 points overall. With a maximum haul of 51 points available in Shanghai, Marchi Lee and Martin Rump are still in mathematical contention for the championship, but early exits in Taiwan hit their title hopes, leaving Picariello, Yoong and Fry to face off in what is sure to be an explosive finale.
Who will win the championship? Hopefully me.
I deserve to win. No, Alex Yoong, I think.
Hopefully me! Hopefully I win the championship. So difficult is question.
Hard to say, I just wish them all the best luck. Alessio?
Me, hopefully.
Why are you asking me this question now? Alex Yoong. Of course! We are team, Alex Yoong.
I'd like to see Alessio win the championship because it's his first year, it would be nice for him.
So I'm still in the title fight, you know that, yeah?
Welcome to Shanghai Audi International Circuit for the final round of the 2016 Audi R8 LMS Cup. Season started here, it's going to conclude here, perhaps very fittingly. Formula One designed circuit, 5.451 kilometres, 16 turns. Very difficult turn 1, 2, 3, 4 complex. Long run down to turn 6, that's what signifies it's the full-length F1 circuit. Through 9, 10 can be a tricky part of the circuit. 11, parabolic at turn 12, the long run from 13 to 14, one of the longest straights in Asian motorsport. Through turn 16, and you're home. Qualifying yesterday, we saw Martin Rump very fast in the first segment, but the pole man is Alex Yoong. He took the super pole, reduced the points deficit to Alessio Picariello to 2 points. Martin Rump alongside Picariello, title contender, points leader, position 3. Then it's Rahul Fry, Sean Thong, Frankie Cheng, Anthony Liu, KOU, Rio Agara returning for KCMG, then Jeffrey Lee, the AM Cup champion for 2016. Marchi Lee a lot further back than we're used to seeing. Then it's Sun Jingzhu, Rick Yoon, Vincent Florendo. And Aditya Patel, unfortunately for the Indian driver, was unable to record a time with a technical issue. Cars ready to go. There is the pole man, the number 1 car, the Tita Racing car of Alex Yoong. the 2015 champion. Will he do it in 2016? Off the line. Great start from Picciarello. Pulls out in the slipstream. Now he's got Rahel Fry alongside. But Martin Rump from the outside has taken the lead of this race. He set the fastest time in qualifying, and he will lead into turn one. Contact. That's contact for Frankie Cheng, not what the FAW-VW driver needed. Let's go on board with Marchi Lee. You can see, it just got a little bit tight there, and that's KOU. The Phoenix Racing Asia driver has just tagged the right rear of Frankie Cheng, and around he has gone. He'll have it all in front of him now. Sean Thong there, battling hard with the points leader, Alessio Picciarello. Of course, Thong making his debut this weekend for Phoenix Racing Asia. Races alongside Marchi Lee, the team boss in GT Asia, but this is his first run in the Cup for this season. You can see Picciarello just firing down the inside of turn 6 as Rahel Fry avoids the rear of the number 1 car of Alex Young. Here's the battle for AM Cup, and that's Jeffrey Lee on the inside of Vincent Florendo. Almost contact there as Sun Jing Zhu has a watching brief in the blue Team Milestone car. Now that's the recovering Frankie Cheng working his way past Rick Yoon in the second of the KCMG liveried cars. Alessio Picciarello now up the inside of teammate Rahel Fry into turn 14. They avoid contact, and the young Belgian's done everything he needed to do to get through and work his way forward and onto the tail of the number 1 car. Of course, he comes in here as the points leader by 2 points, and he wants to get as close as humanly possible to the rear of the number 1 car. Here's the move down to turn 14, very bumpy under brakes, takes the inside line, nice and comfortable, because he's carrying 50 kilograms of extra success ballast from his win last time out at Penn Bay. Now here's Sean Thong and Rahel Fry battling over 4th position. Rahel Fry's got the inside run. Sean Thong's not going to be able to go around there. He's trying to hang on as they go into turn 2, just not enough grip. She's got him held out. She's going to take the position and retain that spot as tail gunner for her teammate. Now this is Marchi Lee up the inside of GT Asia Series rival Anthony Liu. He's doing a brilliant job at his home circuit because he's an AM Cup driver and he's running right in amongst the pros at the front of the field. Sean Thong goes out wide to try and get around Rahel Fry. She's got the inside. She closes him out in the exit. Is he going to look at the crossover? He's taken the crossover but still can't get through on the run through turn 16. Very wide Rahel Fry, but now he's got the drag race down this long front straight at Shanghai, and he's taken the position away for the Phoenix Racing Asia team. On a little bit further, it's Rick Yoon getting very sideways coming through turn 11. That allows Sun Jing Zhu to take the position away. On board with Marchi Lee, and that's Rahel Fry running very deep. She's gone far too deep under brakes at turn 14, the end of the main straight. That's allowed Marchi Lee to move forward. She's managed to come back in and separate the battle between Marchi Lee and Anthony Liu. It's getting close to the end of this race, and the battle is really heating up for the minor positions as Anthony Liu looks to try and go down the outside and draft his way past Rahel Fry. Is it going to happen on the run into turn 1 now? He's hung out wide. No, she knows she's got the position. She's going to try and protect it. These are both racing for Absolute Racing as the last lap approaches, but up front, completely untroubled. He's driven away from this field is Martin Rump for the Champion Racing Team and KCMG, and he takes the checkered flag and victory number 3 in the 2016 season, while this battle goes on further back for position number 6 between Rahel Fry and Anthony Liu. It looks like Rahel Fry's going to do it. She's run wide again. Can she take the position crossing the line? Anthony Liu pulls to the inside, but she's just managed to hold on. Let's take a look at the replay. This was very, very close as they hit the line, and that has been great racing. But for Martin Rump, victory number 3, what a great job.
The start went mega, so then it was just drive the fastest lap times I could, and that's what I could do with a well set up car, so I'm happy.
So win number 3 for Martin Rump, but the focus now is on the championship, and by placing second, that has put Alex Young to the top of the championship points table by a single point over third placed Alessio Picciarello. Sean Thong finished 4th ahead of teammate Marchi Lee. Then it was Rahel Fry, Anthony Liu, the AM Cup winner for the round, KOU, Aditya Patel and Rio Ogawa. 2016 AM Cup winner Jeffrey Lee was 11th ahead of the recovering Frankie Cheng. Then it was Rick Yoon, Vincent Florendo and Sun Jing Zhu.
The championship has never yet been decided before the final race of the season, but it's also never previously been this close. Our reporter Mark Dwyer caught up with some of the major players.
You've done this before. How can you do it again?
I don't know, to be honest.
To win the championship, I need to pass Alex, and that's the only thing I have to do, so I will try everything to do it. Then if I retire, doesn't matter. Even if I lose the second position in the championship, I don't care. It's P1 or nothing.
It's good to be the experienced guy and have to give it all. And when emotions is there, you tend to have very aggressive driving.
Who do you think is the favourite right now?
I really don't know.
They're both really talented drivers and it's hard to call.
I think Alex will be the favourite, as he's starting in front of Alessio and he has much more experience. But then again, you know, it'll be close, I think.
I have nothing to lose. I'm 1 point behind and he has everything to lose, so I guess he has more pressure than me.
It's not me to give any advices, but being young and leading, you certainly have to keep your emotions steady and focus on doing a very, very good job, because in a way you have the feeling that you can lose something.
I've already almost come to blows twice this year. We both race very hard.
How confident are you that Alex can come out on top?
Very confident. I think he's one of the smartest and fastest drivers we have here in the Cup. It's great to work with him, and he knows what to do.
We won with Alex before. I know Alex is very strong. Now we work with Alessio. Alessio is very strong, so it's going to be very interesting to watch, I would say.
So there you have it, two drivers just moments before the race, both confident of victory, but only one can triumph. Either way, it's bound to be spectacular.
So the championship equation coming into the final round of the 2016 season is that Alex Yoong leads the championship by a solitary point over Alessio Piccirillo, 167 to 166. Martin Rump, though, will start from pole position by virtue of setting the fastest time in round 11. Alongside him, Frankie Cheng and Aditya Patel and Alex Yoong, Sean Dong and Alessio Piccirillo, Marchi Lee, Anthony Liu, Rio Ogawa and Rahel Fry. KOU, Jeffrey Lee, Sun Jingzhu, Rick Yoon and Vincent Florendo will round out the field. Lights out for the final round of the 2016 season. Martin Rump's got an absolute corker. Bit of wheel spin there for Frankie Cheng has allowed Alex Yoong to pull alongside and take the position away. Great start too for Aditya Patel, but the focus is on the number 6 car of Alessio Piccirillo. Down through turn 3 and 4, cleanly through this time. Oh, hip and shoulder there from Rahel Frey on Marchi Lee. That's a very aggressive move from the Swiss driver, who's still in with a mathematical chance of taking out this championship title. On board with Marchi Lee, you can see just how aggressive she was as she came out of turn 6. Now she's under fire from Absolute Racing teammate Anthony Liu. She puts him a little bit wide, and that allows KOU and Marchi Lee to close in. Now Marchi Lee's going to have a look up the inside of KOU, take the position away, and the next one he's going to set his sights on is Anthony Liu and then Rahel Fry. Down to turn 14 under brakes. This is for the lead. Aditya Patel takes a look at the back of Martin Rump. And now this is banging doors. This is Frankie Cheng and Sean Dong fighting over position number 5. Now Aditya Patel's got his nose in front as they come to turn 16, but he's on the outside for the final corner. And the crossover again from Martin Rump continues to lead as we get towards the middle stages of this race. Now this is Frankie Cheng and Sean Dong. Contact with Frankie Cheng very hard into the barriers for the FAW VWK. You can see what's happened there is he's just caught onto the tail of Sean Dong, nowhere to go, and it's fired him straight into the barriers. Very, very hard. Yellow flags are out, but that may well bring the field under the control of the safety car. Yep, and there it is. But great to see Frankie Cheng walking away from what had been a big hit with the barriers. Restart now. Martin Rump regains that front-running position, still under fire from Aditya Patel. Then it is Alex Yoong. Now here we have a battle going on between Rahel Frey and Marchi Lee. This just goes on and on and on. Cuts across the corner and it's down to turn 6 now. Marchi's not going to go around the outside there, but what is going to go around the outside is Alessio Piccirillo. He needs to move forward. This is for championship. Still battling with Sean Dong. Can't get through. Sean Dong protecting the rear of teammate Alex Yoong's tail there as now Marchi Lee continues. He's not going to go around the outside. He knows this is not going to work. Forced wide. Now that's allowed Anthony Liu through. He's going to come under fire again from KOU. Rahel Fry still under fire from a teammate. Anthony Liu's doing everything he can. Now he's got the drag race down the front straight, takes the position away. This is deja vu, Rahel Fry. As now Marchi Lee closes in again and bangs on the back of the number 66 Castrol car. He's lost position again. This continues to go on, side by side. We're on board with Marchi Lee going through turns 2 and 3. Oh, contact right into the back of Rahel Fry's car. And again, as she does the same thing to Anthony Liu in front of her. This battle's just getting hotter and hotter. This is for a championship. This is what we want to see. Good, close, hard racing as the big Shanghai crowd watching this action. Now we're on board with Alessio Piccirillo. up the inside of Shanghai, and that's allowed him to get onto the tail of the Tita racing car. This is for a championship. This is going to go all the way down to the wire. He's closing in. He's caught Alex Young. He's going to be in a position to take the lead away. He has to finish in front of Alex Young to win this championship. Is he going to take a move at turn 6? Yes, up the inside. The veteran moves across. Contact. It's broken the steering on the number 1 Tita car. He's got nothing he can do about it. Now here we are on board with Picarello. Oh, an ambitious move perhaps by the young Belgian. This will surely attract the attention of the stewards post-race with the championship on the line. Does Picarello have a problem now after that contact with Young? He's dropped back into the chasing pack. He has to be careful to ensure he finishes inside the top 10, otherwise he won't collect any points, and that will hand the advantage back to the 2-time champion. Now he's fallen back behind Anthony Liu and Rahel Frey, and Marchi Lee's all over the back of him. Oh, more contact in the battle for position. Now Marchi is closed in, and KOU's joined in the battle as they head towards the final turn. This isn't over. Up front though, great result for Martin Rump, who goes back-to-back in Shanghai. The first driver to win with 50 kilos, but all eyes are on the championship with Alessio Picarello crossing the line in 8th position. But in all likelihood, he'll have a visit ahead of him with the stewards before this is concluded. There was no question about the winner though, Martin Rump taking his 4th victory of the year.
To be honest, I don't have enough facial expressions to show what I feel right now.
To end the season with a podium is good. I wish I could have won. I tried my best, but yeah, Martin gave it everything and he drove really well, so congrats to him.
My pace wasn't as good as Alessio after the contact with Frankie, which I'm glad to know he's all right after the big crash. But then my car wasn't as good as before, and I'm really trying hard to defend Alessio, but he got past me. But then in the last step, there was big drama. He made contact with Alex, and seriously, I don't know what happened. But then it seems like both of their cars are damaged, and I got the podium back. But I really feel sorry for Alex because of that contact.
For Martin Rump, he has created history as the first driver to win a round with 50 kilograms of success ballast. The young Estonian finishing ahead of Aditya Patel and Sean Thong. But as we expected, there's been a post-race stewards hearing about the contact between the 2 title contenders. And whilst the results are only provisional, it looks as if Anthony Liu will claim the AM Cup victory ahead of Jeffrey Lee and Vincent Florendo.
Decision after the race, meaning that Alessio drops a few places, which means Alex Young is the 2016 champion of the Cup with 1 point ahead of Alessio, and third is Martin Rump.
In the overall standings, 1 solitary point for the 2nd season in a row for Alex Young. Alessio Picarello has to settle for 2nd, and Martin Rump, Rahel Frey and Marchi Lee. Jeffrey Lee claims the AM Cup title for 2016 from Vincent Florendo and Sun Jingzhou, and Daniel Bielski, by just a solitary point over Kevin Chen, takes the Masters Cup.
It's sinking in, you know, I mean, 3-time Cup champion sounds pretty cool. You know, I'm getting used to it now. It was really fun battling with the young guys, you know, occasionally a little bit too exuberant, I guess. But it's good, I love it. Winning the Cup is what we aim for, and we got it. Doing it with Phoenix Racing Asia. We really grew as a team, and the team in the end were really fantastic. You know, I could have a weekday or whatever, and they would carry me. So that was the most special thing, doing it with the brand new team.
The racing season come down to the last race was an absolute superb thing.
The winner, Amateur Cup competition, Jeffrey Lee.
I love that, the camaraderie, I love the jokes the drivers share together, and at the same time they go out and race incredibly hard.
The 2016 Audi R8 LMS Cup champion, Alex Young of Audi Tita Racing Team.
This was the 5th year of the Cup, and we will return next year with the 6th consecutive year, so really excited to coming back.
Look at this, close action from the start. How close was that? Oh, he's along for the ride. Can he keep it together? Down the inside, bam, that's gotta hurt. Oh, Alessio's on the edge. Look at this, Alessio and Alex, two prize fighters, trying to get the world title. This is what people want to see. Debris all over the track. Oh, look at that. Oh no, contact. Spins around like a record. Frankie, no!
Finish to what has been an incredible season all year long. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you all very soon in 2017. Goodbye from Shanghai.
이거 진짜 웃긴데.
Hello, hello.
Machi Lee. He always makes me laugh. I'm not sure.
Getting old.
No.
Alex looks really old.
No, for sure not.
When Alex, you see this, don't upset. This is the fact. Blah blah. Again.
Take two.
We are shooting.